Sleep. Sometimes it is the one thing that we look forward to even after just waking up. It affords us the opportunity to recharge our batteries and drift off into a magical land where we can go on adventures, fight dragons, and even fly. However, one Pokemon will take advantage of the joy that you receive from your dreams. It will even kidnap you, hold you hostage, and feast off of your dreams. This is the story of Hypno. It's an early Saturday morning. After a long and stressful week working, you decide to get outside and get into nature. A nice hike sounds like the perfect antidote to the stress that has accumulated throughout the week. Giddy with this idea, you jump out of bed and get yourself ready. You take a shower, you put on your hiking gear, you grab some water, some Gatorade, and then you hop into your car and off you go. Despite the trail you plan to hike being 3 hours away, the drive seems to fly by because you can't stop thinking about the beautiful landscapes that you'll see. As you've been to this trail several times before, you even consider taking a new route just to mix things up. With all the planning and eagerness about the hike, you forget to tell someone where you're headed. And upon arrival, you notice that a lot of people had the same idea as you, as the parking lot is packed. This solidifies your idea to do a little off-trail hiking. You start on your hike, following the masses on the laid-out trail. However, you know a great place to break off and do some off-trail hiking. All you have to do is find the boulder, which seems to have a chunk blasted out of it. You've never really given it any thought as to why it had a chunk missing, and today wasn't going to be the day you started thinking about why a chunk was missing, as you have found the landmark to start your journey through the woods. Yes, this hike was more difficult, however, you pause to take in the beauty of the space around you. Beautiful trees, beautiful flowers, and you even happen upon a peaceful stream. But you don't stop to rest here, because an opening catches your eye. It's hard to tell what the opening leads to due to the sun shining through, but what you do know is that it will be breathtaking, and it is. It opens up into a clearing, a cliff overlooking the entire forest and all of Sinnoh. You see multitudes of Starly and Staravia and Staraptor flying through the sky. However, as you take in the beauty of your surroundings, you start to get a sense of unease. You start to feel as though you aren't alone. It seems as though you're being watched. But it isn't possible. You tell yourself you went off trail. You haven't seen anyone for hours. But as you look back toward the tree line, you start to notice an object swinging back and forth just beyond the trees. But your focus, it starts to falter as you become more and more drowsy. Quickly, you settle down and sit down, leaning up against your backpack for support. You close your eyes and you take a nap. From the shadows of the forest emerges Hypno along with Drowsy. No one knows how this Pokemon got there and resides in this forest, as it is not native to this area, but unfortunately for you, it did. Also, unfortunately for you, you fell into the trap of Hypno, following the signal, following the markers of the busted up boulder. This is something that Hypno used to its advantage, as it itself blasted the boulder with its psychic blast, knowing that this area just past the boulder was beautiful and hikers would eventually wander into its new territory. Now Hypno used the power of its pendulum to put you to sleep with the intent to feast on the pleasant and joy-filled dreams you were having. And once Hypno and Drowsy tasted how sweet your dreams were, they kept you trapped in your dreams, able to feed off of you for the remainder of your days. Both Hypno and Drowsy are masters of hypnosis, using this power to lull unknowing victims to sleep. Once asleep, Hypno and Drowsy feast off of the dreams of their prey. It's been found that these Pokemon find pleasant and joyful dreams to taste sweet, and they are their preferred meal. They will do their best to stay away from bad dreams, as this leaves a sour taste in their mouth and has even been known to cause Hypno and Drowsy to become ill and sick. Now, Drowsy's trunk is able to distinguish between good and bad dreams. And it isn't entirely known the process in which Hypno and Drowsy eat the dreams. However, it is known that they are able to suck the dreams out through your nose. Meaning, if you wake up and your nose is itchy, it is highly likely that you had your dreams eaten. Or if you wake up and you know you had a good dream, but you don't remember the dream itself, it is also likely that the dream had been sucked out of you. Hypno will use its pendulum to harness its psychic powers and mesmerize its victims in as short as 3 seconds. The longer one stares at the oscillations, the longer the effects last. It can even cause drowsiness on victims that had just awoken. And these pendulums are quite special to Hypno, and they will even go into a depression if these pendulums are lost or damaged. Now let's clear the air a little bit for these two Pokemon. They are known to be predators, and not the predators that you're thinking about. They have been known to abduct, to kidnap, to hold hostage, and to feed on you. And yes, there have been stories per Pokemon lore where Hypno and Drowsy have kidnapped humans to feed on. And more specifically, they will kidnap children, as their dreams tend to be sweeter than that of adults. There's even a story where a child, a little girl known as Lostel, was kidnapped by Hypno and needed to be rescued. There have even been reports of Drowsy and Hypno hiding out near daycares, near kindergartens, eating the dreams of kids that are sleeping during nap time. However, this type of behavior is on the rarer side. These Pokemon tend to only feed on other Pokemon found in their habitat. And they will only feed on dreams themselves, meaning as their victims or prey are set free, or if they escape, there's typically no physical harm ever caused to the humans or other Pokemon. And in the Alola region, Hypno and Drowsy really only feed on the dreams of the Pokemon Komala, as Komala are perpetually sleeping and dreaming. They are always asleep and always dreaming. As a matter of fact, Hypno and Drowsy are known to aid humans. Drowsy can show the dreams of their trainers that they had the previous night, and they can even share the dreams that they have eaten, as they always remember the dreams that they've eaten. Hypno are known to assist doctors in medical settings with patients that aren't able to sleep at night due to insomnia. Competitively and in battle, Hypno aren't known to be the best battlers. They do have mediocre stats outside of its special defense, and there are better options to use, such as Alolan Raichu and Mr. Mime. There are some differences physically between male and female Hypnos, as the female Hypno would typically have a longer mane, white mane, when compared to male Hypno. Both Pokemon are based on the animal tapir, which is a trunked pig-like mammal located in South and Central America and in Southeast Asia. In Japanese folklore, there is a creature that resembles a tapir known as the Baku, and these heavily influence the Pokemon Drowsy and Hypno, and the Baku are known to eat the dreams of people who call upon it. Hypno also resembles a goblin and a hypnotist. Drowsy's name is a reiteration of Drowsy, and the Z in its name is associated with the Z's that you get when somebody is asleep. Hypno's name is derived from the word hypnosis. And there you go. There are facts and histories of Hypno. While Hypno isn't one of my top favorites, and really, I don't really care for Hypno. The design is okay, and I've never been one to use it in the games. It was really cool reading up on the backstories and really understanding why there is those scary stories that are circulating about Hypno. Let me know your thoughts about Hypno down in the comments below, as well as any other Pokemon you'd like me to do these videos for. Also, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check out some of our other videos, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.